Shopping for a compact luxury sedan feels more complicated than it should be. Bigger screens, fewer buttons, disappearing gas engines, and a lot of cars that seem designed to impress tech reviewers instead of drivers. That's exactly why the 2026 BMW 3 Series stands out. It isn't trying to reinvent itself. BMW left the 7th gen car largely untouched this year. And that's a good thing, because this is the fully sorted, end-of-the-run version that quietly does everything right. From the outside, the 3 Series wears its age in the best possible way. The design feels confident and settled, not overstyled or begging for attention. Proportions stay true to classic BMW: long hood, short overhangs, and a stance that clearly signals rear-wheel drive DNA, even in X-Drive form. The kidney grills are assertive without going full cartoon, the lighting is sharp and modern, and the shape stays athletic without fake vents or design drama. BMW's restraint is what really stands out. There's just enough aggression to remind you that this is a sports sedan, but nothing feels forced. Wheel designs are strong across the trims, and the car looks just as good carving through traffic as it does parked outside your favorite restaurant on a Saturday night. Inside, the 3 Series continues to prove that BMW still understands how a luxury cabin should feel. Solid, purposeful, and thoughtfully executed. Fit and finish are excellent, with tight panel gaps, quality materials, and nothing that feels rushed or cheaply done. Front and center, a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster and a 14.9-inch infotainment touchscreen sit behind a single curved piece of glass across the dashboard. It looks modern without crossing into gimmick territory, and more importantly, it's easy to live with. BMW's iDrive 8.5 software is quick, logically laid out, and refreshingly responsive. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto work seamlessly, and Bluetooth connectivity behaves exactly as it should. Audio comes from a solid 10-speaker system standard with an optional 16-speaker Harman Kardon setup for buyers who want more punch from their playlist. SiriusXM satellite radio, a Wi-Fi hotspot, and wireless phone charging are all included, covering the modern luxury basics. Optional features like the heads-up display integrate cleanly, projecting useful information without turning the windshield into a distraction. The end result is an interior that feels genuinely premium, technologically current, and most importantly, comfortable and intuitive enough to enjoy every single day. Under the hood, BMW keeps things refreshingly straightforward and genuinely excellent. Buyers get 2 gas-powered engine choices, both paired with a mild hybrid system that smooths responses and boosts efficiency without altering the car's core personality. The 330i uses a 255 horsepower turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder, while the M340i steps up to a 386 horsepower turbocharged 3-liter inline-6. Rear-wheel drive is standard, with all-wheel drive available if your climate or your driving habits call for it. That inline-6 deserves a special recognition. BMW's B58 is widely considered one of the best 6-cylinder engines this brand has ever built. It's smooth, torquey, reliable, and endlessly flexible. So good that other brands decided to use it rather than start from scratch. You'll find versions of this engine in cars like the Toyota Supra, which is about the strongest endorsement possible. In X-Drive M340i form, the 3 Series rockets to 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds, delivering true sports car acceleration while remaining calm, refined, and completely usable as a 4-door sedan. Yes, the manual transmission is gone, and that's unfortunate, but the disappointment fades quickly. BMW's 8-speed automatic is exceptionally smooth and well-calibrated, delivering near-instant shifts in spirited driving and seamless behavior in traffic. It rarely guesses wrong and never gets in the way, quietly proving why modern automatics have become the default. Dynamically, the 7th generation 3 Series remains a standout. BMW offers multiple suspension setups, and the adaptive suspension is the one to get. In comfort mode, the car is relaxed and composed, ideal for daily driving. Switch things up, and it becomes sharp, playful, and confidence-inspiring through corners. A balance that helped the 3 Series win multiple comparison tests. No matter the engine, it moves with grace and precision, delivering real performance without demanding constant sacrifices at the pump. One of the quiet strengths of the 3 Series is fuel economy, especially given how well it performs. The 330i is rated at 36 miles per gallon highway and 30 miles per gallon combined, making it an easy daily without any hypermiling nonsense. Even the M340i remains impressively efficient, coming in at around 31 miles per gallon highway and 26 combined. With X-Drive, In a segment where performance often comes with a fuel penalty, the 3 Series manages to deliver speed without burning fuel out of spite. Okay, quick break to talk about a genuinely useful product, especially if you believe cars are meant to be driven. This video is brought to you by the Auto One portable air pump. And this is one of those tools that seems boring right up until the moment you really need it. Flat tire, slow leak, or that cold morning when the low tire pressure warning suddenly lights up. This thing earns its keep fast. It features a high-pressure motor rated up to 150 psi and can inflate a standard car tire from 29 psi to 36 in about 1 minute, which is exactly what you want when you're running late for work or stuck somewhere inconvenient. The pump is fully rechargeable, cordless, and charges via USB, so you can top it off at home, in the car, or from a power bank. It includes a digital display, automatic shutoff, and preset pressure modes for cars, motorcycles, bikes, and balls, taking all the guesswork out of inflation. Just set the pressure and press start. No overinflating, no kneeling on the pavement or snow-covered ground for longer than necessary. It's also surprisingly versatile. Included valve adapters let you inflate bike tires, basketballs, soccer balls, pool floats, and more. So it ends up getting used far more often than you'd expect. In an emergency, it doubles as a portable phone charger and features a built-in LED light, which is exactly what you want if you're dealing with tire issues at night or on the side of the road. Compact, easy to store, and genuinely useful. Keep one in your trunk. Future you will absolutely thank you for it. You can check out their website for other great accessories by clicking on the promo link in the description, and make sure you use the MotorFuture discount code. Now that we're back in the car and properly aired up, it's worth remembering that the 3 Series is still a sedan first and a sports sedan second. And that's not an insult. Rear seat space is adequate for adults, though this isn't the car you buy to chauffeur a basketball team. Legroom and headroom are perfectly fine for normal humans, and the ride quality keeps passengers comfortable even on longer trips. The trunk measures 16.9 cubic feet, which is genuinely generous for a compact luxury sedan. Enough space for groceries, weekend storage, or those questionable purchases you swear will be useful later. The 40-20-40 split-folding rear seats also include a ski pass-through, so longer items can slide straight through without turning the cabin into a game of automotive Tetris. It's a simple reminder that sedans can still be practical when brands actually try. It doesn't try to reinvent practicality, it just quietly delivers it. BMW's infotainment and connectivity suite continues to be one of the better executions in the luxury space. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto work seamlessly. The digital gauge cluster is clean and customizable without being overwhelming. Voice controls exist if you like talking to your car, and mercifully, the system doesn't punish you if you prefer buttons and muscle memory instead. Everything loads quickly, nothing crashes randomly, and you're not constantly prompted to sign into a subscription just to adjust the temperature. That alone feels like a win in 2026. BMW includes a solid list of safety and driver assistance features, and more importantly, they behave like adults. Adaptive cruise control works smoothly, lane keeping assists without aggressively yanking the wheel, and blind spot monitoring does its job quietly. The systems are there when you want them, and they fade into the background when you don't, which is exactly how safety tech should function. Here's the part that still surprises people at dinner parties. BMW is the top luxury brand for quality and reliability according to Consumer Reports. Yes, really. The 7th generation 3 Series benefits from years of refinement, proven powertrains, and fewer experimental systems than newer rivals. This is what happens when a manufacturer stops reinventing the wheel every 12 months and actually finishes the job. Fewer surprises, more predictability, less stress. BMW backs this up with a 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty and 3 years of complimentary scheduled maintenance, which goes a long way towards reducing early ownership cost. Just as important, long-term reliability trends show this generation is far less intimidating to own beyond the warranty period than older BMWs ever were. The horror stories from decades past simply don't apply the same way anymore. Pricing for the 3 Series remains reasonable for the segment, especially considering what you get. The 330i starts around $49,000, while the M340i climbs into the mid-$60,000 range, depending on options and if you opt for the all-wheel drive. Yes, that is real money, but compared to rivals that charge extra for basic features or lean heavily on branding rather than substance, the value equation here still works. Quick public service announcement: if you opt for the M Sport package with the 20-inch wheels and low pro tires, do yourself a favor and get the wheel and tire insurance. Trust us, this isn't theoretical advice. It's spoken from very real and very expensive experiences. BMW left the 7th generation 3 Series alone for the 2026 model year, and that's exactly why it works so well. This is the fully polished version of a formula BMW has been refining for decades. The next generation will be different, more digital, more electrified, more complex. But if you want a compact luxury sedan that still feels like a driver's car and makes sense every day, this one is hard to beat. The real question is, do you agree? Or is something else on your short list? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.